Good evening, everyone. I hope you are doing well. Just coming live to make I missed the All Signs Weekly that I normally put out on Sunday. I was on a little road trip, enjoyed the first hockey game ever. I do believe I am an NHL fan now, as well as my first professional female volleyball game. The strategy in that game actually kind of impressed me. So thank you for your patience as I'm getting this video out. I'm going to focus on what each and every sign needs to hear this week, right now, for your manifestations. You guys know me. I'm an intuitive channel, medium, and law of attraction expert. I always love to help you move forward in life so that you are just receiving the manifestation of your dreams. And I will let you guys know that applications are open. I have 3 spots open for one-on-one coaching. This is perfect if you are trying to manifest something that you have never manifested before. Come spend 3 months with me and you will either get it or be well along your way to be getting it. That link to apply for that, hop on a short little call with me, is in the description box. All right, let me get the timestamp. Let's go on to Aries. What does Aries need to hear right now? And by the way, guys, if you would like to master the law of attraction, I put together a free mini course at kellylunt.com. I think I just updated it, sorry. kellylunt.com/free LOA course. Here, I'll put that in the chat. Manifesting course. kellylunt.com/free LOA course. All right, Aries. What does Aries need to hear, see, feel, and know this week? Ooh, you're going through revitalization, Aries. You are like waking up, and like honestly, it's probably kind of like a little bit of a brutal smackdown. And yeah, say hi if you're coming live. Would love to know who's live. And if anyone wants super chats, I'll be doing those in between zodiac signs. But either way, be social, say hi. So Aries, though, you're kind of getting like a little bit of a brutal smackdown, a little bit like a huge wake up call from the universe. And it's like, it's time to wake up and reinvigorate your desire to live on Earth. And like to remember that like you're still here and you can still powerfully call source energy through you. It's almost as if you're gonna let like all past disappointments be complete bygones, and you're gonna step back into, I'm still on this earth, I'm still young, I still want to go after it, I still want to go for it, universe, I'm open to experiences. It's almost as if you're like recreating your like 20s youthful optimisms. Like, I get it. All manifestations come with contrast, resistance. So I'm back open for full on manifesting. Okay, so what do they need to hear about this? Oh, so in terms of the thing that feels like a little bit of like a kind of a blunt wake up call. What's up, Debbie? How are you? You're Virgo. Okay, I'm on Aries right now. To the thing that felt like a kind of a brutal, like, oh, I have to get my life in order. I've got to like wake up and re-engage and get all of my point of focus being here on planet Earth. Like, I call all my energy back from source to be here, reawaken. It's kind of time to be in a place of, well, what do I want my life to look like in 5 years, 10 years from now? Because it looks like there's a little bit of being caught up in your day to day. Here's what I got to do today to survive. Here's what I got to do tomorrow to survive. That what's really going to help you like shift and really look back and go, that was a life well lived, is if you just start thinking right now, like, well, what do I want life to look like? What would a job, like, that would be my ideal amount of money that I would love to be making. Universe, like, start showing me what kind of job that would look like. Start showing me like how enjoyable that is. Start showing me how someone exactly just like me can earn that. Universe, can you start showing me like how fun it would be when there's like 3 kids in my family? It's like time to just kind of play in that wonderment. Okay, in terms of advice for this, like, you got all major arcana cards, like the Tower, which is that rug pulled out of your feeling, that 180 change in life. Yo, Concha, I'm on Aries right now. Um, you got the Emperor, you got the Fool card. You're going through a lot, Aries. So be kind and gentle on yourself and self-soothe your emotions, okay? Because the advice for the Emperor, the little bit of a recent kind of like sinking into your body and leadership that you're exuding for your life, um, it's I'm willing to begin again. I get that everything in my past that I've manifested has been manifested, and I get that my point of attraction at the time manifested the good and the bad from that, and I'm still ready to go again. Like, I am ready to go again. Let's manifest that new job. And I'm going to trust that the new vibration I'm at is going to call in an even better job. Spirit wants to come in for you. Because, Aries, one thing that you're missing is that when you first got that job, it was good to you, it was good for you, as most manifestations are. Oh, this is great. This guy calls me every single day. Then, when you get to enjoy the manifestation, everyone takes everything for granted. Well, he's not taking me out on a date every week. Well, he doesn't buy me jewelry like that guy buys her jewelry. You get a manifestation, get used to it, and then you always want more. Some people can live a life where they go, okay, that was cool. Now I want this. Okay, that was cool. Now I want this. You just had experiences where you got something and you wrote it out until bitter resentment was there. You at some point thought that was a dream job. You at some point thought that was a dream guy. Can you trust your ability to recognize this is a yes? This now turned into a no. I call everything back. I have newfound discernment, clarity on what I like. Universe, just give me the next thing so I can be deliciously enjoying. A lot of this week is about you being willing to put your happiness and fun first and foremost. Knowing that what you can give and can't give others is just enough and just right. If they can figure everything else out. Wow. Okay. That was a little bit of a blunt message from spirit. And that's true, guys. After coaching like thousands of people, Jesus, you just got another major arcana card. Aries, you're just going through a whole reawakening, man. Because this is your final outcome card. Like, as you go through this process of reawakening to calling more manifestations towards you, recognizing that there's going to be contrast in it, you have so much more understanding of yourself, discernment, your preferences, your boundaries, your yeses and your nos. You're going to be surprised at how easily you glide through things. So let's say you've been single for a while, in your last couple of relationships were a little like cray cray. You've gone through so much growth that you're going to be able to handle conflict resolution easier. You're going to be able to handle, no, I don't want that easier. You're going to like not dip into people pleasing or codependency patterns, or you're not going to dip into narcissistic patterns, whichever way you fell, because both of the codependency and narcissism, one's heads, one's tail of the same coin. Um, you just haven't put yourself in that situation. So you're just unaware about actually how prepared you are. What do they need to know about this rebirth? You pulled another mate. What the hell? I shuffled this deck so many times too. Um, a lot of this rebirth and realization for you, Aries, is about you kind of completely letting go of the past as a reason and as any type of excuse. It's like this, it's going to be this utter self-acceptance of, this is who I am. That was my starting point in life. I'm moving forward. Who I am is fine, okay, acceptable, lovable, worthy of being included. I get to enjoy good and beautiful things. It's this place of like utter self-acceptance and not needing to grow anymore to get what you want. but about getting into the receptive mode. Show me how to receive exactly something like that. Because manifestations do tend to start with you got to do the rocket of desire. Step one, ask. Then it tends to be cleaning up of some limiting beliefs, fears, and then it switches over to a series of epiphanies. Oh, that's how I have to view it. Oh, that's the good vibe to get in to receive my desire, the receptive mode of your desire. And I break that all down, guys, in my free mini manifesting course. All 5 steps of law of attraction. I break it down for you. The videos are 20 minutes at most. I give you practical examples and exercises to do in there. kellylunt.com/free LOA course. That's in there. So Aries, it sounds like a great week for you. All right, let's go on to Taurus. What does Taurus need to hear, see, feel, and know this week? Ooh, Taurus, you got a little fighter energy in you. All right, Taurus. So you're going through some stuff too, right after Aries. Not nearly as big of a deal though. It's like you're burning down your old way of relating to people and you want to relate to people in new ways. So I do see that I think conversations between like you and friends are going to be easier and go smoother. And it's because you're recognizing like as long as I feel like they truly have my back, truly have the best intentions for me, and truly want to connect with me, I'm willing to like work on communication. And it's like communication's getting easier for you too, like hey, I needed to talk more. Hey, I actually need to know this before we go on that trip. Like that kind of stuff. Or like if you're on a road trip and someone's talking a lot, I'm really loving connecting with you. I kind of need to just zone out and enjoy the scenery for a while. If they still keep talking a minute later, remind them again. If they still keep talking a minute later, I'll be like, I can see how much you want to talk and connect, and I can't wait to do more of that with you. I'm literally tapped out there, just need to enjoy the scenery. I'm gonna have to put like earplugs in because I really just need to zone out. Like, I mean, if it has to even get to that degree, but you're gonna be able to like recognize, like that's just gonna be easier for you than it's ever been before. But there's also you're kind of burning down how you relate to lovers and like the opposite sex or like the sex of your choice, I should say. Um, I think there's been a little bit of like fight energy in there with you. And like if there's any Tauruses watching, I'm curious. Feel free to give me feedback as I do this. There's been a little bit of a fight energy in you, and like fight as in like an insistence of a standard being met. No, my guy will do this for me. I like guys who are. I will date guys who do this, this, and this. Guys like this, and this are good guys. That's going to completely switch over to a softer. You know what? I do like this. This is what I like about being in a relationship. This is what I prefer. This is what feels so good to me. Ah, when a man does this for me, it's just amazing. And that's like a huge motivator for me for being in a relationship. So it's just going to switch a little bit to this is what I most enjoy about this. This is what I really like about this. This is what I most want to get out about this. If I could have a magic wand, this is how it would all play out for me. Um, so you're just like gonna really soften in your relationships and like, yeah. And I think you're gonna make a lot of peace. There's something about making peace with the age that you're at for you deciding to like take that next step of commitment now. And as you're going through this, like kind of burning down how you relate to the sex of your choice, I think that the old dynamic provided a lot of structure for you. Like, let's just go with the stereotypical. He's the guy, he's paying. My job is just to bring that juicy feminine energy and the enjoyment of it. That provided you a sense of structure. He asks, he initiates, he invites, he leads, he provides. I think you're going to just move towards a different path. You're going to have this like kind of sudden realization or sudden realizations throughout like this week and a little bit of next week. Oh my God, I like this. Oh my God, I like that. Oh my God, I don't care if he's a billionaire or a millionaire. As long as he could take care of this, like I don't mind financially paying for this. But as long as that means I get this out of it, and that might mean like when kids come, if he could like, be the one to handle this, this, and this, like you're just gonna have a lot of those awarenesses, and so it's gonna feel like a loss of not a loss, but like a lack of structure. But all I can tell you is, look, you got your first major arcana card. This is the extremely hopeful card. Like, you're gonna be feeling so good about like, "Man, I don't know what that looks like, that feels unstructured to me, but oh my god, yes, let's go check out that pasture meaning that like, let's go check out that manifestation because right now, that feels so good, I can't see why it would turn out bad, let's go do this amazing good thing." Um, okay. It's interesting that the tiny bit of fight energy you had in you, which was like, I know a good man does this, a good woman does this in relationship, um it actually had you a little bit in your head, believe it or not. Well, he's doing all these things. That means I have a good guy. He's doing this and this and this. It means I have a good guy. And it's what kind of kept you going a little bit like, well, maybe I need to try this, this, and this to spice things up. Maybe I need to try this, this, and this to help them open up with their emotions and communication. Um, So all I can tell you is like you're just going to come to complete peace with this is the age that I decided to do this at. My thoughts are coming into alignment and I'm quickly becoming aware of my preferences and what I really like. It's more about liking and enjoy. What do you like and enjoy about being in a relationship? And like you're just on the path for setting a new vibrational vortex kind of mix about the type of lovers that you're going to manifest in. So it kind of sounds fun and exciting, Taurus. All right, let's go to Gemini. And if you guys do want a super chat, just do the $20 super chat and ask me your question and I will get to you in between zodiac signs. But thank you for everyone who's tuning in live and being here with me live. I love it. Who's the third person? Say hello. We're a friendly bunch here. Or I'm at least friendly for the most part. I'm sure there's some exes in my life who might say contrary. Actually, I've been pretty nice to a lot of them. So probably not. I'm actually nice to a lot of them. Well, all of them. But you can never really control how someone sees you. All right, so now we are on, this is Gemini. What does Gemini need to hear, see, feel, and know this week to get their manifestations? And don't forget to go to kellylunt.com/free LOA course to get your free mini manifesting course. Okay, Gemini. You're opening up to feeling more hopeful and optimistic about life. Mainly, I would say hopeful that, like, yeah, things can get good. Things can go well for me. It's like that hopeful. Oh my gosh, that can be possible for someone like me. So you're not at the stage of taking like massive action or receiving huge divine downloads and expecting like I do expect this to happen for me. You're at the oh my god, this could happen for me. So you're like at the tip of the iceberg to start to feel good about your manifestation. It looks like there's a little bit of a loss, a little bit of a disappointment, a little bit of a loss in the recent past that you kind of got to like move through and like move on from for you to like become the empress and receive your desire. So what's keeping you at the hopeful vibration? Oh my god, that's possible for someone like me versus the whoa, I expect that to come to me. What's keeping you in that loop is an unprocessed recent loss or like recent disappointment. So let's say you're like a business owner and you're growing your business and you're getting heavy momentum and you start getting some clients from your ads, but then all of a sudden your ad guy is like, oh my God, I need to go fly here for this family emergency. And then you're like, right? So you're feeling hopeful. And then it's like, what? So you need to, of course, that feels like an emotional setback. Of course, it feels like an emotional blow. And I explain all this emotional management to rapidly get your manifestation in my free course, kellylunt.com/free LOA course, Law of Attraction, LOA. Of course, I feel disappointed. That's a huge blow. I was just picking up momentum and steam, and this came out of nowhere. I could see why I'd feel disappointed because, a lot of my life has felt like one step forward, two steps back, and this feels like three, four steps back. So this sucks. You know what, though? I liked that forward momentum and movement in my life. I loved it. I liked it. I want to keep going forward. How is this going to continue, universe? I don't need to know the how. That's your job. I explained that in step 2 of the Law of Attraction course. That's your job, universe. I just know that I'm keeping up this recent good positive momentum. Let's keep going. So, like, this week is really all about you. Can you focus in on, I may not know the how. I know it's coming though. You got to switch to that belief. This is happening for me. And you do that by processing the emotions around your disappointment to get into the be the empress, get into the receptive mode where you're just receiving good things, whether you're the one taking the action or whether you're sitting back and receiving. All right, any clarifiers for them? Allow yourself to get expansive and creative. Oh, and you know what you can help with your vibrational vortex? I expect the pace to quicken. I expect things to keep moving forward. I expect the pace to quicken. I expect the pace to keep moving forward. I'm still getting positive momentum forward. I expect it to come in. That's what will help speed things along. It's just a lot of emotional management for you this week. Here's the disappointment. Here's the sadness. Here's the loss. Of course, it feels like a blow. That doesn't matter. I'm seeing this how my inner being sees it, and my inner being is in the vortex, always in alignment. There's a positive way to view this. There's a positive way to feel about this, and that's coming to me. I expect this to work for me. I'm moving from feeling hopeful about this working for me to expecting it to work for me. I expect this to go quickly. I'm ready to expand. I'm ready for my my vibration, my mental state, my emotional state to just completely expand, and I'm willing to see things different. I'm willing to do things different. And just let yourself like rapidly expand. Um, okay, let's go on to Cancer. What does Cancer need to hear this? Hear, see, no, feel this week. Oh, Cancer. I remember, for whatever reason, your reads kind of stick out to me. Remember, you were going through like a lot of personal growth to get love into your life. And yours is like you haven't given up that dream or that hope or that desire. Um, if anything, I think you figured it out a little bit, like how to strike that balance between being a good, solid, stable friend as well as like a little bit of flirtation. So you're like kind of figuring out that balance between friend zoned, lover zone. And there's some people that you're like, oh, I don't want them to see me as a lover. We are friends only. So it is a balance to learn how to like strike that. Um, I do think you're hitting a point of determination. I'm going to make this happen. But there's a little bit of a, okay, what do they need to hear about this? Oh, okay. So you're being the commander, the person making a decision and moving forward, right? But can you see on the picture there's three faces, which means there's split energy. Part of you wants like a traditional wife. Part of you wants a modern woman who's paying 50% of the bills so you can get a bigger, better house. Part of you wants, I don't know what a third option, to be poly. You're like, oh, this could be good. Oh, this could be good. Oh, this could be good. So you're not fully moving forward with aligned energy. Okay. And so the reason why is because there's a little part of you that needs to believe in like the mystical magic of the universe. Because right now, your split energy isn't. I did a bad example with the traditional 50-50 poly, okay? It's really more about, I'd say, like insecurities within you, but I'm not good at this. So it would have to be a woman who could accept this deficiency within me. Oh, and I want to be good at this. So it has to be someone who could get a friend to do that for them. The split energy is like about yourself and hyper focusing on your deficiencies as a person. If you can do it, a little bit of like, you know what, universe, I don't know how it's possible yet. I know I want to be coming home to a sweet honey pie. I want to be coming home to a beautiful woman. I want to be coming home to home cooked meals. Sometimes I want to be coming home and taking her out. You make it happen. So it's like releasing a little bit of the control to the universe because love is definitely not something that you could pound through in a masculine way. I'm going to go on 100 dates. Of that 100, I'm going to pick the best one. Because if you're at a vibration of disbelief it could happen for you, then every single one of those 100 dates that you manifest are going to be at ones that you don't think would ever like you. So there's a little bit of a, I want a structure and a plan that I could follow. I'm the commander, universe, I want the idea to come to me for the best way for me to approach love. That's what's gonna make it stop feel so confusing and so tumultuous and pulled this way and that way, and, "I don't get it, coach, I went on the 100 dates and none of them were good." You gotta just kind of, "Universe, help me out," and that follow that inspired idea. And it's so possible for you. It's so possible for you. Um, so Leo, what do we got for Leo? What's up? Who's coming in the house? Say hello. Be chatty. It's way more fun when you guys are engaged. What does Leo need to hear, see, feel, and know this week? Oh, interesting. You are definitely going through like mm, an eagerness and excitement to just like get to the next step already, to be doing the dang thing, to, all right, universe, I'm ready to do something to change my situation. You know, it's kind of like you're hitting your breaking point, like I can't live life this way anymore. So universe, I got all this energy. Direct it for me. And check it out. Looks like you've got a lot of choices. So I think right now you're not aware of the opportunities and the choices around you. Like, let me give you an example. My self-esteem was like blown to smithereens like 5 years ago. I was out with this like group of people working out. Most of them were guys. We were doing like sprints up and down a hill and throwing a weighted ball around. So yeah, it was mostly guys. Um, and I was in such a place of like, I'm an undesirable partner. No man would like me. That when the guys would come up and talk to me, in my head it would just be, why are they even talking to me? They're taking pity on me. That's nice of them. That's kind of them. But it wasn't until I saw like the owner of the place that was kind of organized, it looked at the guy and went, well, and I saw the corner of my eye, and then I kind of like looked over a little bit, and he was like, women don't like short guys. She's not into me. And I was like, oh, what? So that's what kind of like woke me up out of it, okay? So like the same thing for you, but I think yours has to deal with money, okay? My personal example just happened to be, blown to smithereens self-esteem on dating. Yours is around money. Because it's like, oh man, do you know someone who would want this kind of a job? And you're like, oh yeah, call my friend so and so. Like, oh, did you guys ever see that movie Dumb and Dumber? At the very end of the movie, where like a bus of hot girls comes pouring out to those two guys walking on the side of the street, are walking on the side of like a freeway in the middle of the desert, and they're like, "Hi, we're looking for two guys to rub our sunscreen on and oils for our bikini competition up ahead." And they're like, "Oh, what lucky bastards! Like, you keep going 30 miles direction you're going, you're gonna run into a town." Oh, they're like, "Okay, are you? We need two guys to," and they're like, "Oh, go that way, you'll find them." Like, that's what you're doing right now for money opportunities. Okay, and it's because there's a little part of you, Leo, that's thinking, if I let it get a little too good, people are going to come after me and take it away. I'm going to know how to hold I'm discovering I'm going to know how to hold on to good things just for myself. I'm going to allow myself to vibrate higher and get higher. I don't care what I've done in the past. I'm done with the past right now, moving forward from the here and now, and I'm allowing in more money. I'm worthy of protecting myself, and I now want my protective energy to move towards protecting, amassing wealth for myself. Like, you have to just make that decision of, I'm somehow making more money in an extremely safe way for myself. Universe, show me how. Oh, that's how I keep my mouth shut when people ask how much I make. Oh, that's how to deflect that question. Or like kind of being done with, I've paid my penance. I'm done with regret. I'm done with beating myself up for stuff I've done in the past. Because it's almost as if like you had a really great thing happen to you in the past. Like, let's just say you're in South Africa and you like got a job in London. You got the visa, you got the approval, and you were like, haha, I'm out of here. And then you ended up coming back and like everyone kind of gave you like a side eye or something. So it's kind of like you've been intentionally humbling yourself, like, oh yeah, guys, yeah, I'm just like you now. You don't need to do that anymore. That was like your first of potential mini tries to get a better life for yourself. Hey, now I know universe, I liked getting that increase in life. Now I know I want this, this, and this. Let's go. Let's keep going. So it's really about keep going, knowing that like your beautiful life and your prosperity that you know how to attract is like you're worth protecting, and your ability to manifest wealth is worthy of protecting. Okay, let's go into Virgo. What's up, Debbie? Are you still here? What does Virgo need to hear, see, feel, and know this week to get their manifestation? All right. Debbie's in the house. All right, this is for Virgo, but since Debbie's here live, I'm just going to use her name. Like, all right, no, I'll keep to Virgo. Sorry about that. Virgo, you like straight up, you gotta let go of what didn't work out in the past. That like you're not letting a younger version of yourself go. And just think about it like birds molt. If birds didn't let old feathers go, new feathers couldn't grow in. If snails didn't let their shells come off for new ones to grow, they would never get bigger. They would never reach their full maturity. So a part of the reason why that relationship didn't work out is because it was there to initiate you into like a new version of yourself to be emerged, right? There was the Kelly who didn't feel worthy of $25 when she started this business 10 years ago versus the Kelly who's okay, if you want my group program, it's 3,000. If you want one-on-one with me, it's 5,000. If you want a VIP intensive, it's 10,000. Um, That's a different version. So that disappointment was all about you emerging into, "Oh my god, I am worthy of this." And, like, that's where you wanna get to this week. It'll probably be, like, one of those moments where you're crying but feeling blissful at the same time. Like, "He treated me poorly, he did do me wrong. Oh my god, I'm so worthy of a man who wants to be consistent and steady in my life. I'm so worthy of a man who wants one woman. I'm worthy of being kissed every day. I deserve to be kissed, cuddled, and held every day. I deserve to have a love story this my time around on earth right now." This is like that whatever failed in the past was meant to reawaken this like, "I deserve this." And spirit's being blunt, like it was supposed to happen years ago, Virgo. It's time for you to submit. That didn't work out, but I now know that I really want this. And not only do I want it, I'm worthy of it. And not only am I worthy of it, I deserve it. Because bottom line is, when that's in my life, I will feel more loved. I will feel more cared for. I will feel more kindness in my life. And I would really like those three things in my life. From there, start noticing any act of kindness your way. Oh, the cashier asked if I wanted help carry my bags out. They asked me if I wanted help. They just helped me scan them when I was at the self checkout line. That was so kind. Notice any kindness, notice any act of love, any act of they chose to focus on with positive intent. Oh, that was so nice of that person to open that door for me. That felt good. Bring your focus to those and watch it grow rapidly. Because like the little bit of kind of chaoticness in your life, the little bit of chaoticness, slightly out of control, it's probably more of a feeling of like not feeling grounded and steady in your body, not being able to like clearly focus, this is what I want, this is what I'm manifesting. Because if you're like fun. I want a lover. I want a boyfriend. I want a new person in my life. Oh, but maybe I need to wait a little bit longer for my ex to come in. Like that's the kind of it's a I don't care if it's the ex or not. I know that I'm worthy of and I deserve kissed, cuddled, and held every day, physical affection, warmth, kindness. Bring it in, universe. Like that's what it's about. I don't know if that guy did you any favor, Debbie, from the little bit of your story that I know. But you're on the right path, I could tell you that. All right, let's go on to Libra. Have your cry, Debbie. Release it, let it go. Of like, you know what? I am worthy of love. Come kiss me. I'm ready to be kissed every day. I'm ready to be sharing meals with someone every day and someone who finds me hysterical and funny and someone who, like, when we're hanging out, life just feels like a slumber party, universe. Bring them in. Uh, all right, Libra. And if anyone does want a super chat reading, you just send the $20 along with your question, and I get to you in between the zodiac signs. But okay, so Libra, what do you need to hear to get your manifestations? Oh, well, if you're manifesting love, the vibration you need to activate within you to get love is feeling beautiful. And yes, I know that there is things like your body size can impact how beautiful you feel for sure. But feeling beautiful and feeling sexy is definitely a are you willing to feel it from the inside out? Because I know I'm the heaviest I've ever been in my whole life right now. I do that whole honeypot feminine energy trick thing that whenever I want to feel like a gorgeous, juicy goddess when I'm on a date, I picture a honeycomb. You could picture it as like your womb, or you could just picture it in your lower abdomen in between your first and second chakra. And like there is a honeycomb, a pool of honey, and I extract it up. And I just let that when I speak, it's from that honeycomb of deliciousness, honey. And I'm like, I don't know, man. Dates go so much smoother when I do that. So it's activating the vibration of feeling beautiful is going to get you out of feeling hopeless and into the love of your life. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. And it's not necessarily even about feeling physically attractive, right? Because there's going to be some people who are, I've had some guys say that I'm straight up superficial. A guy said this to me on a date one time. He's like, I'm straight up superficial. I normally date women in their 20s because I'm a superficial prick. You are a smoking hot mamacita, though. You are the first person I've dated over the age of 27, and I'm loving it. I'm like, okay. Glad I do my deadlifts, sir. Thank you for that compliment. Um, but he also admitted, like, man, the conversations with them are so boring. They literally call me to like video call me to show me the color of their nails and they got it to match their dress. You are saying this, this, and this. Like, wow. So, like, for him, beauty wasn't necessarily physical beauty, but it was also like the beauty of depth of conversation, emotional depth. Um, so, like, beauty's in the eye of the beholder, and they may not be looking for the most smoking hot partner. They might be looking for the most emotionally evolved person, the person who's the most creative and could add a lot of art into their life. Like, you don't know what they're looking for, so quit trying to like fit your body to like the conventional Kardashian model. Who's the person who really likes a woman who loves massaging them every day and makes these kind of muffins? And then the guy who's like, oh my God, she makes the best carrot muffins ever. She's so beautiful. She's so good to me. I just want a woman who cooks me good, healthy snacks. Let him be the decider of what he wants, you know? Oh, yeah, oh, man, what's up? Okay, so anyone who's still at the angry stage, you just got to accept, I accept that that relationship is not fixable, that that relationship is not workable. I accept that there's nothing I could do to make it work. And I accept that I now want to move forward. Ooh, that probably helped you. Uh-oh, the light's going out. Let's see if this is plugged in. I didn't think the sun would set so early. Okay, but we are moving on to Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to hear, see, and feel? Min, what sign are you? All right, is that better? Oop, oop, oop. It's a little intense. Little. Is that okay, guys? What sign are you again, Min? Oh, I haven't done Pisces yet. Nice, Min. Nice. All right, what does Scorpio need to hear, see, feel, and know to get their manifestation? Thank you guys for your patience as I was on a road trip this week and got a little behind in the weekly all signs. But coaching is open. If you're looking to achieve something new that you've never achieved before, that link to apply for coaching is in the description. If you guys just want to master the law of attraction, I have a free mini manifesting course, kellylunt.com/LOA course. Oh, Scorpio. This one is, I don't think this is going to be for all Scorpios. This is specifically for maybe men, maybe. This message specifically for people who are like having a little bit of a struggle in relationships right now. I don't know, guys. I don't really know how to use these ring lights. Um, like straight up, you gotta quit nitpicking your partner. You gotta quit the bickering. You're holding on to some resentment from something, and instead of just going and like releasing that resentment, either admitting it to yourself, journaling it out, going on a run, running it out, talking about it with your partner, you've now turned it into big. I always do more for you. Oh, you want me to do that too? Gosh, like why can't it ever just be about me for once? Like instead of just going back to the, do you remember 6 months ago when this happened? I've been holding on to resentment since then. Oh, babe, I'm sorry I said that. I didn't realize it was still impacting you. Like, it's rupture and repair. All relationships are rupture, repair, harmony. Another way to say it, harmony, disharmony, rupture. Harmony, you got to repair. Harmony, disharmony, repair. You go right back to harmony. Something's going to happen to get into disharmony. You got to go to repair to get back to harmony. Harmony, disharmony, repair. Harmony, disharmony, repair. You straight up got to be willing to like identify what it is that you're resentful for and bring it up to have a productive conversation about it. You're not distracted by work, you're not distracted by things going on in your life. You're straight up just not wanting to like have that conversation. In which case, believe it or not, you are the one that's being unhelpful in the relationship and holding it back. Do they need to hear anything else? Oh, if you're willing, if you are willing to have that conversation, like you got the Pathfinder card, that is a man feeling optimistic, forward movement in life. And you got the 10 of Cups, which is the utmost emotional fulfillment card you could get. So if you're willing to have that difficult conversation, or for you, it's probably like that vulnerable conversation. Babe, do you remember when you said this in front of the family? I was so embarrassed and humiliated and felt demasculated. Like you have to give the person the opportunity to provide repair. Oh my God, babe. That was so insensitive of me. I'm really sorry. I can't believe I'm so sorry. How can I make it up to you? You have to give them that opportunity to repair it. Otherwise, just that's what's gonna, What is that called? The Four Horsemen? Let me see. Four Horsemen of Relationships. Criticism, contempt, defensiveness, and stonewalling. Ooh, where did this go? So you're anytime you're doing bickering, you never do this for me, you never do that. You're switching into criticism like and contempt. And you could argue you're stonewalling too. maybe not the typical like doctor definition of stonewalling, but you're like stonewalling that one little part, not giving the other person the opportunity to say sorry. Like I want to give you like a stupid petty example. I had a pan that was from my grandma. They kept it in absolute pristine condition, but I had one friend who was, that's not eco-friendly the way you're doing it. I was putting down parchment paper because I wanted to keep the pan pristine. And she's like, she sprayed all the vegetables with oil and like, you put it directly on the pan. That's how we're going to save this earth, Kelly. Duh. And I was like, no, that's my grandma's pan. We're going to keep it, pristine. And she was like, oh my God, this is why the planet's dying. She grabbed the pan and threw it in the oven. And I was like, what the? And I have been carrying on to that resentment for like 8 years now. It wasn't until this last weekend that someone pointed out, they're like, you're holding on to resentment for something about your family. And you were like, hey, that's really important to my family. And the other person was like eating popcorn going, oh, that's not in mine. You took offense to it and you've been holding resentment. And I was like, damn, they're right. So I have the choice to go talk to that person and say, hey, do you remember when you fucked up my pan 8 years ago? I choose to have you know what? I didn't firmly say no. I kind of took her bullying. I'm going to forgive that and let it go and just not let her touch any of my pans moving forward. And now that I've let it go, like, oh my God, I love the relationship so much more. And it's like, so you either got to give the person the opportunity to repair. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that was such a big deal for you. I want to give you guys like another example. This is personal. This was with my mom. For like, it was a year and she kept bringing something up that I did. I can't believe you made me do that. I can't believe you made me do that. 3 months later, I came back to visit. I can't believe you made me do that. And like, it took about a year before I was like, Kelly, she keeps bringing it up. So I turned to her and I focused my whole I was like, grabbed her hand and I was like, Mom, I'm so sorry. No, 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 Kelly, I'm sorry. I'm just supposed to let the past go. I was like, no, there's a difference between letting the past go and something unresolved. And it sounds like you're saying you really didn't want to go and I made you go. She's like, yeah, I told you 3 times I didn't want to go, but I knew I wasn't getting out of it. And I was like, well, Mom, I just want to say I'm so sorry. And she just like, it hit. She's like, whoa. And I was like, I am sorry. I could not, that was actually me kind of bullying you. And I'm sorry. My intent was this good thing. That doesn't negate the fact that you didn't want to go and you didn't want me to solve your problem. She's like, yeah, I wish you would just stop trying to solve my problems. I'm like, oh, okay. And now our relationship is great. So you got to be willing to say what your thing is, or you got to be willing to just like move on. All right, let's go to Sag. Then Capricorn, then Aquarius, then good old Pisces. Men, I will take that in consideration. If I remember, I could flip the order sometimes. But normally what I do, men, is I normally just get one sheet of paper. I write the times, and then I write the next times, and like we're over here, and I'm gonna use a sheet of paper like one more time. I just have my one sheet of paper that I keep the timestamps on. And yeah, man, I don't know if you remember, those are the vinegars that you picked out like a year or two ago. I don't remember when that was. I opened my drawer and I found them and I was like, oh my God, I never mailed it to her. So I just went and ordered you some more. Um, okay, we are on Sagittarius. What does Sagittarius need to hear, see, feel, and know this week to get their manifestation? Ooh, Sagittarius. You got to be willing to transform. Shapeshifter. So that means you have to let a new part of your personality out to get what it is you want. Like the typical example I could think of is when you're a kid, you tend to be a little bit more shy and meek. And then you're like, wait a second, I could have gotten 10,000 more a year. Oh, I could have negotiated in a bonus. You got to be willing to change, like let a different avenue of your personality out instead of being the, oh, I'm the good girl. I'm the easygoing girl. I don't like to cause conflict. I want people to not like me, to, no, I'm the woman who gets paid what she's worth. And that means you're going to speak a little bit more directly, with a little more discernment, with a little bit more of a lower tone in your voice. Like, well, fair market value is this much, so I expect that much. What's your guys' budget? So it's not about I'm changing to fit in or I'm changing who I am to get what I want. It's you're evolving, you're growing, you're letting a new part of your personality come out, Like Birds only grow new feathers by letting old feathers fall off and letting new feathers grow in. You got to let your new feathers grow in. And a lot of that is, believe it or not, it's what's really wanting to emerge out of you right now is your creativity, is the part of you that comes up with good ideas, the part of you that wants to like express a little bit more, not so much on the emotional side, but on like creativity is really coming through. Like your creativity is really starting to grow. And it's like the part of you that's inventive. And then from there you're going to go through a lot of spiritual expansion on like when you're in that creative stage, a lot of ideas can keep coming to you. Oh my god, I love coming with ideas. Give me another idea, give me another idea, give me another idea. You're then going to go, if you're willing to go through the personality shift to become that person, then you're going to go through the phase of like learning discernment for which ones to take actions on. So it's like, okay, universe, thank you for all those ideas. Which one's going to get me the money the quickest? Which one is going to be the most adventurous journey to get there? Which one's going to be the most fun and open and heartwarming and fourth chakra, heart chakra, love filled way? So you're going to like open up and then learn how to discern which ones to take action on. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. But one of them wasn't available. I think they switched the buy link. So I kind of had to like go through them and search it. But I mean, it's not like they had 100 choices, but I was kind of like, oh, I hope they still have that one. Because one of the bottles broke at my place. And I was like, well, I hope they still have this one, even though the link's not working. And I think I found it. But you picked two vinegars. I ordered some for myself too. I got the wild mushroom and sage olive oil with the fig vinegar. Um, and they said that was the best combo for salads. So I'm like super curious. Capricorn, where are my fellow Capricorns at in the house? What's up? Capricorns, if you want to learn how to manifest, you want to master manifesting, go to kellylunt.com/free LOA course. Enter your name and email, and I will send you that free mini manifesting course straight to your inbox. All 5 steps of law of attraction, completely broken down in videos no more than 20 minutes. And you're going to understand all 5 steps, what step you're at, what to do at that step so that you just get the manifestation already. Oh, I'm a Capricorn. I'm Capricorn, Aries, Aries. So what do you got for us Capricorns? Oh, help us open up, get us high vibe as we can. Hear, see, feel we need to hear so we just get into receptive mode for our desire. Ooh, the cards are ready. Oh, yeah. Okay, this is funny. Capricorn, your message is actually kind of short. Like straight up, homie, straight up, Capricorn. You have got to let love in. You gotta let love in. If you keep self-sabotaging, keep rejecting, you're gonna keep the spiral. Maybe there's something from my past I gotta clean up. Maybe, okay. You straight up have to let love in, or else you're gonna keep repeating the cycle. You're gonna, what the heck? Hold on. You're gonna keep repeating the cycle of not evolving to the you new who knows how to receive love. You're going to keep repeating the single pattern essentially. It's almost as if you're like so used to being alone. When someone new comes into your life, you're not used to calling them, you're not used to leaning on them. And you got to let love in. You got to be like, hey, I had a quick win I wanted to share. Because you don't let love in, you're going to keep the pattern of thinking there must be something from your past still holding you back that you got to learn to grow through, and you're just going to keep feeling disappointed. Are you ready to just feel loved and cherished? That's what this card. Are you ready to feel loved and cherished? Like that's what this is about for you. Just ready to feel loved and cherished every day. I'm ready to feel loved. I'm ready to feel like, babe, you're home. Give me a kiss. Give me a hug. Oh, I'm so glad you're home, babe. How was your day? Talk to me. Tell me about it. Cherished, meaning they like your unique personality. Like, oh my God, Min just always cooks the best food. Where did she get this vinegar from? It's so good. Being cherished for, meaning being appreciated for your unique I'd call it more of a character trait, not your values, not your what not values, but like, you know, men, you're gonna get some really good cooked food. Kelly, you're gonna get some like waterfall adventures and like massages. I love massaging people. You go to men's though, you're gonna get like a fucking luxury spa experience, but I don't know any of that kind of equipment. You're so it's like being able to be cherished for your unique flavor and your unique personality. That's really are you willing to be that loved, cherished, and adored? And that's either yes or no. If you're not going to allow it in, you're just going to keep repeating the cycle. You're going to keep calling in a new guy and repeating the old cycle, or just, you know what, this feels good. Oh, I'm so glad you like the way I cook because it's the way I was going to cook either way. So I'm so glad you like it, honey boo boo. Oh, I'm so glad you like these kind of massages because that's the only way I like giving them, you know? All right, let's go into Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to hear, see, feel, and know this week? So Capricorn, though, that also means like don't be standoffish. Don't be, well, if he really wanted to, he would, or hmm, I don't know. I need to see how he acts. Be like oh, curiosity. Oh, he reached out today. Well, that felt fun and good. Oh, that was so nice of him to check in. I liked that. Then energetically let go and go about your day. Oh, he checked in again and texted again. Right? Have a little bit more fun with it, a little bit more like curiosity. Switching to curiosity will really help you, Capricorn. Oh, I wonder what made them reach out. Oh, I'm curious why they like me, but I know that I'm liking interacting with them. I like talking to them. I love it when they go on their little diatribes about this, and this. Um, yeah. Good luck, Capricorn. Okay, Aquarius. Was Aquarius need to hear, see, feel, and know this week? What? The what? What the what? Aquarius, you would be a little difficult, wouldn't you? Whatever it is that you want, you're feeling hopeful and like optimistic, honestly, a little cocky and a little arrogant that you can make this thing happen. You're feeling prosperous, prosperity. It's like all the cards are there. I don't see why this shouldn't work out. Make sure it's a gentle eruption of this energy. Like, I don't know, man. Like, if you're trying to get an ex back, don't just go, oh my God, I realized how much I love you and I miss you. Has it been 2 months, 4 months, for years since you've seen them? They're gonna be like, "Whoa, this came out of nowhere." But instead of like it's like pacing it, like "Hey, I how are you, dude? You've been on my mind so much for 2 weeks. I tried to just leave it alone. I didn't wanna get your emotions all, like, twisted up, but, like, God, you were just still on my mind so much, so I just had to call and reach out. Like, how are you?" And just have a normal ass conversation. The very end of it, be like, "Did you like that conversation? Yes or no?" If you did, be like, well, this felt really good. I don't know 100% where I'd want this to go, but this felt really good. And I want you in my life. Like, can I call you again?" Yeah, Aquarius, I miss you too. Or, yeah, Aquarius, that was really great. Definitely call me again. Like, have like, what's really coming through is like, have like 3 or 4 normal conversations with like maybe 10% of those calls being about fixing something from the past, but most focused on the right here, the right now. It's like really about being curious and like, what's the new way that we connect? I've changed a little bit, they've changed a little bit. What's the new way that we connect? How would the new dynamic look best for us? Because you just kind of want this like passion to come out in a little bit more of a controlled way versus like this prancing knight. I'm here to save the day. I'm here to get you back. You want it to be more of like a dude, I've never had an ex stay on my mind this long. So I just figured I had to call. I just had to see what's up. Or maybe not even admitting you want them back right away. Because maybe you're not even sure. You may not even be sure that you want them back, to be honest, based on these cards. But like you're definitely feeling a little like cocky, arrogant that you can make something happen. Um, but it's like be the lava that's flowing down the thing, not the eruption, essentially. You've been on my mind so much. I figured I just had to call. If you don't want to talk, I totally understand. Oh, you do want to talk? Great, because I'd love to know how you're doing on this and this. Or oh, I saw this on your social media. I needed to know about it. Um, so it's more like you're going through the process of learning how to feel the passion, feel the enthusiasm, and taking action while enjoying the action without it being something that like erupts out of you. Guys, this is a little bold for me to say, and I'm not at all, I do not replace medical professionals by any means at all. But I will say that when I work with people who are typically diagnosed with bipolar, I get cards like this. And a lot of times when I'm working with them, again, I'm not trying to replace traditional therapy, psychiatry, or any of that stuff. Oftentimes they just hire me as like an add on. I tend to just help them go, identify the emotion that's coming out. I'm feeling excitement instead of it being oh my God, I feel excited and good. I must rush to take action. It's more like how to feel that excitement and enthusiasm in your whole body. So you're just radiating enthusiasm instead of I feel good, let's charge ahead and go. It's like, oh, this feeling in my body right now is enthusiasm. And then you can just gently feel that and let it like fill up your whole body so that you're more like the lava flowing downwards. Like, yeah, this is enthusiasm instead of, ugh, you know? Or like identify like, oh, I don't need to cut that person out of my life. I'm feeling really sad right now. Oh, this is what sadness feels like in my body. So it's kind of like the more that you can just identify the emotion. And I always recommend the Gottman wheel for identifying your emotions. You start with the inner circle because it's simple. It's 6 emotions. You're like, which one are you? Are you happy, angry, sad, mad, glad? I'm this one. And then you go to the next, there's 3 layers to the circle. Start with the inner one. Be like, oh, so this is what that emotion feels like in my body. That's what's going to help you kind of like temper your emotions and help you approach things a little bit more level headed so that you don't just go and make impulsive actions and decisions. And because like a lot of times their emotions will like build up. If they can't identify them, this is enthusiasm. They're just more like, this just feels really good. This just feels really good. I need to take action, aka like what medical professionals call manic. And they're like, I feel so good. I need to take action. And then you get addicted to the action because it feels good. And then you like drop because like a manic state or a depressive state, neither one are really maintainable or sustainable. That's why, from a law of attraction point of view, I'm not replacing anything medical or the medical industry. It just tends to be bouncing between a high vibe and a low vibe, but not really residing in the middle. You're just living on the edges, high, low. So the more that you can go, oh, this is excitement. Oh, this is fear. And then like feel the next vibe lower. Oh, this is excitement. Oh, this is what happiness feels like. Oh, this is what content and satisfied feels like. Oh, this is what bored feels like. Because a lot of times, like, they'd be like, well, I feel bad. I'm like, do you feel bad or do you just feel bored? And they're like, oh, yeah, I just feel bored. I'm like, oh. So we don't need to take that drastic action to cut that boyfriend out of your life. We seen it, I'm bored and I don't know what to do with my time. The person was like, well, heck, I'm just going to go stare at my garden all day and my chickens running around in it. They came back the next week. They're like, Kelly, I was bored all week, but it was so nice to just be content staring at my chickens and watching them play in the field. And 2 chickens got into this fight, and one of my chickens caught a little garden snake. It was actually kind of fun. So it's just, I don't know. Aquarius, I hope that helps, man. um, ooh, should they go back? If it's a person, should they go back and get them? You're so effing in your head about it. You know what I will tell you? If you decide to go back, you're gonna move through a lot of rocky emotions, okay? But all the emotions are in your head and not what's going on for the other person at all. It will help your finances because it will help you stabilize, and it will help you be more intentional in your life, and it'll help give you more focus. So instead of being like, I need love and affection. Let me go hang out with this friend. Let me go hang out with this friend. Let me hang out with that friend. It's going to give you more focus in your life, and it's going to help you be more like, I want to say disciplined financially. That's if that read for you was about reaching out to an ex. All right, Pisces, without further ado, I know we got a Pisces in the house. I think it was Min, right? Um, and if anyone does want a super chat today, now would be a great time to do it because after Pisces, I'm going to log out and check out. All you want to do is hit that dollar symbol to the right of the chat box. Send $20, type your question in with it, and I will get to you right after Pisces before I end the stream. But thanks for tuning in and watching live, everyone. It's way more fun. I'm sorry the lighting was poor. I thought the sun wouldn't set until like 8:30. All right, what does Pisces need to hear, see, feel, and know this week? Ooh. Dude, there's something in your life that you're kind of tired of like being on the outside looking in. And your first reaction is going to be willing to like bicker or squabble over it. Is that better? I never really know how to work the lights. Your first impulse is going to be, oh my God, I need to like speak up for myself and say, I want that. Like just use an example. Let's say you're a teacher and you always did the Friday lunch shift so the other teachers could enjoy it. So you worked and like watched the kids through the club or whatever. And then you're like, no, you know what? I'm kind of tired of like missing out on Friday free pizzas. It's your turn. I've been doing it for 5 years. I'm not doing it anymore. Just that kind of like bicker and squabble energy. That's going to be like your first impulse. And oftentimes, guys, when you've been a little passive on something, or if you're like young and first learning how to speak up for yourself, you do come across aggressive. It's really more about you, though. Hey, for the Pisces who are live, feel free to talk back and correct me. So I'm curious, man. Um, it's really more about your expansion into healthier, better boundaries. Boundaries are what your preferences are. You know what? I actually prefer to spend my lunchtime calling my mom. I actually prefer to spend my lunchtime alone. Wow, universe, it's time for me to let this school lunch club go. All right, start guiding me. How do I have the conversation with the kids? How do I start finding a new replacement for me? Um, because if this is whatever it is that you're looking at it and you're like, I want to know what that feels like, what that is like. I don't want to be standing on the outside looking in anymore. You don't want to window shop anymore. Like, oh, that dress is so beautiful. I wish I could afford a dress like that. You're like, no, you know what? I want that dress. So instead of going inside and like, how do I get that dress? Could you knock $20 off for me so I could afford it? So instead of like bickering, negotiating, how do I become the woman who affords that dress? And it might be then a path of manifesting money, or it might be you recognizing that your values around money has changed. So you're going to spend a little less on travel, but a little bit more on building a good wardrobe up. Like, let the universe go through the expansion to firmly fill into your preferences. All right, man, I'm dying curious. You got any questions or comments on that? You can even say, and not a lick of that resonated with me. No, but spot on with that. So, well, come on. All right. I'm going to ask the invisible question for her, or for all Pisces. What else do they need to hear? Oh, same message. Uh, the old chapter of your life's done. You're a different person now. And instead of recognizing that it just feels uncomfortable, discomfort to grow and expand, you took it as this doesn't feel good. That means it's out of alignment. I'm staying here, right? Last chapter of your life is over. It's done. It's over. But because growth always feels uncomfortable. There's always a little bit of that comes with even good feeling manifestations. Quit taking any discomfort as a sign that it's a no. You got another spiritual expansion card. You got to be willing to like see things from a different perspective. Like, okay, fine. Since it feels discomfortable, comfortable, universe, how can I feel as comfortable as I possibly can through this transition? Relationships are always going to feel a little scary for me, but how can I feel as reassured as I can? Oh, that's the new way to do it or view it. You got to be willing to like go through that expansion. And discomfort does not mean no. Discomfort means this is new, this is scary. And I always like to use these two examples with my clients. I have them clasp their hands together. Right now, my left hand is on top. When you switch it, make sure your right hand is on top. Close your hands. Hey, Karina, it feels uncomfortable. I'm just wrapping up Pisces right now. After Pisces, I'm gonna pop off. So if you want a personal read right now, you can do a super chat, and I'll get to it after this one, or tell me your sign, and I'll give you the timestamp right now. Okay, so when you first clasp your hand, it feels weird, it feels awkward. Most people go, "Ah, discomfort." This isn't bad, hairy, or scary, or no, it just means you gotta hold your hand this way for 2 minutes. It takes about 2 minutes before, from your brain, the nervous system down to your hands before it goes, "Okay, this is the new normal." So whatever new you're doing, it's like, okay, it's gotta go on a day and get used to in pain. Like, of course, the first time it's gonna feel a little wobbly until I see it happen, you know? Um, Okay, and the other example I like to give is that oftentimes, ooh, what's your question, Karina? Um, Oftentimes, like when people are manifesting something new, it can go from like you're at the beach, you're walking on the sidewalk, which is firm, steady ground. You know how to walk on it, you know how to run on it, you know how to slow walk, you know how to fast, quick walk, right? When you take that first step on the sand, it's like a whoa, like, whoa, oh, this isn't as stable. You take the next step and you're like, whoa, my when I put my foot down, it shifts a little. It takes you like 4 or 5 steps to go, okay, I kind of get the hang of this. By step 10, you're like, this is my new normal. This is my new normal. And then you get used to it and then you're walking fast again. So that's why discomfort just means new. It doesn't mean no. That is what you were discerning. Um, what's up, CZ Bunny? What's your question? I asked for a letter of rec today. I'm actually going to apply. Oh, that's awesome! That's crazy, man. Whoa. Although, didn't Spirit give you a read on that? What was their read on that? I don't remember that. Okay, I'm conflicted right now, making a decision with my relationship. Oh, man, hey, Karina, what's your sign? And keep typing in more details. The universe, let's just go ahead. Let's hear her, help her hear what she needs to hear, see what she needs to feel what she needs to feel, help her get into complete vibrational alignment on her relationship and complete vibrational alignment on her decision so she knows how to proceed forward in alignment, knowing that that's the path ahead for her. Let's just pull 3 general cards and then have her give more details and we will answer more questions. Whoa. Leo. Oh, I don't remember Leo's read. It was a read about relationships though. How to be better? I don't remember well enough. Is it over? Is that what this is? I would. Wow, I don't know how to hold on. Give me a second here, Karina. Oh, interesting, man. Um, okay, straight up, is it over? All right. If she were to end it, if she were to stay in it, damn, dude, you could go either way. If you stay in it, it's going to be less tumultuous for you. The end result, either way, whether you stay in it or end it, um, I'm getting a little bit more that you're the one leaning more towards ending it than the other person. The emotions are going to be significantly less tumultuous if you learn to stay in it. The outcome for both, though, look, if you stay in it, confident, optimistic on your path. If you leave it, the outcome is willing to embrace the unknown, which means no matter what, the result you're going to get is feeling confident that you want love and you're ready to allow it in and like get it in. But check it out. If you stay in it, you got the peacemaker card. This is the anxiety card. You're in your head card. But after the end of that, after you get through the anxiety, you're going to be like, okay, he and I navigated it. We did it. We're in a good relationship. I feel confident about my path moving forward. And it might be to stay with him. It might be to I'm going to leave, but you're going to leave in alignment if you leave. Okay. But this was if you stay in it. So I think it's more you're going to be like, oh, I figured it out. I got this relationship thing down. If you were to leave, you got the Emperor, which is a very stern card, which is a very masculine, cold card, followed by, I mean, just look at that card, Karina, the Shore, and it's a major arcana card. So this is the emotional distressing card of the major. This is the emotional distressing card of the minor. Minor is more like day to day. You're gonna be more like a little anxiety, like, am I making the right call? It's like trusting your own perception. Wait, is he taking advantage of me right now? Or am I giving him grace, letting him be a human who's growing? So it's like both are going to lead to you trusting your interpretation of a things, trusting your perception of things. Like that's the personal growth that you're on. Um, if you do it by exiting the relationship, though, the emotions are going to feel so much more extreme, and the outcome is a major arcana cartoon, which is just going to be this like blissful. Oh my god, I figured out how to be in relationship. Let's go. Um, and this is just more like a day to day. So it's like either way you go, you're going to get the same clarity as the end result. But okay, so okay, good. That was helpful, universe. But you want that happy home, contented life. Honestly, Karina, there needs to come like so. You want the happy home, contented life. There needs to come a new understanding of what relationships are, what they provide, what they give you, what you can honestly expect out of them. Like otherwise, they will all always end. So you did get the ending card when I asked for clarity. Like, is it over? This is like, I mean, look at it. This is the confusion card. Um, and then when I pulled more, you're going like this is your next. You're where you're supposed to be, which is expanding in relationships. It's going from feeling like relationships are not. You're not quite me versus them, but there is a little bit of like a and talk back to me on this one, okay? There's a little bit of like a win lose. If we go where he wants to eat, I'm not eating where I want to eat. Well, we did what you wanted last time. It's my turn. Instead of switching to like the ultimate prosperity card, which is like, oh, we could both get what we want, you know? Okay. Feel free to start typing in more questions, comments, details. When I'm looking at this card though, which the cosmic tree, you need to get a new understanding or all your relationships will end. There Karina, man, I'm so curious what happened between you two because it's literally saying, and I remember them saying this on one of the lives last couple of weeks back. It's really about not getting all your needs and happiness met from your primary partner. I'm trying to think if I could give you a good example. So, like, I know for me, it's very important for me that the person that I'm with, I want at least one shared physical fitness hobby with them. I lift weights, like heavy weights. I go on hikes. I like to play pickleball. I don't need my partner to do all of those with me. One of them, you know? And wouldn't it be cool if it was like a person likes to go on hikes and go rock hounding on hikes? That would be dope and cool. And I'd want that with my like primary person, my primary friend, you know? But them going and lifting, okay, ask your question, man. But them going and lifting weights with me, yeah, sure, it'd be nice, but I only need to share one of those hobbies with them. But I am discovering, like, damn, you know what? I do want a friend who lifts with me, though. Min, I'm going to focus a little bit more on Karina before I jump to you, but I'll jump to you for sure afterwards, okay? So maybe, Min, can you type your question, but hold it back a little bit so I can just focus on Karina? Yes, it makes sense, but I'm feeling more like the giver. Okay, that's the new understanding that you have to give, that you have to gain. Um, And, you know, Karina, I can relate because that was me for sure. Also, there's been some issues. I feel like I have been compared to other women. Oh, I fucking hate when men do that. Not in a negative way, but just some comments I didn't feel comfortable with. Okay, let me get to that one afterwards because that one feels actually super minor and like did you say anything like I didn't like that? As simple as that. I didn't like that. And the person will either, I mean, if they're completely an oblivious, unaware idiot, what? Why not? You know? But it's like I didn't like that. And if they go, "Huh?" Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Or it might be a, what, you didn't like that? What about it? Well, when you said that, it kind of makes me feel like you're comparing us and like, she's 30, I'm 40. You can't compare us. And I don't want to be compared to, I don't want to be compared. I want to be just appreciated. Oh, I'm sorry, babe. I appreciate you. Okay, well, I need to hear three things that you like about being with me right now. Well, this, and this. Okay, babe, thank you. Don't do that again, little silly, like nose bop. Um, that one feels like a minor issue to solve. Like, I didn't like that. Hey, I've noticed that you do this. Name the pattern, name the behavior, and then name the impact that it has on you. Don't be like, you're fucking rude, you're misogynistic. Be like, I've noticed for the last three dinners we've had, you've brought up intimacy with other women. I just got to share the impact that it has on me is that, you know, in my head, I start comparing myself to them. And then when we're kissing, I'm like, well, did I kiss as good as her? Well, am I as wild as her? Like, oh, so I just wanted to share that impact on me. Oh my God, babe, I'm so sorry. I won't talk about them again. I'm so sorry. I love having, I love making out with you. Does that make sense? Yes, I have. He is a very polite guy and has taken accountability, but has definitely had a negative impact on me. That I understand. You did? Okay, okay. So you know how to have the conversations. Good. Oh, I see why this could go either way. You do kind of get the choice of, man, I hope no one I know is watching this. I will say one time I was getting to know a guy. We had so much in common. Oh, it was great. It was fantastic. It was magical. But he kept talking about his F and X. I was like, damn. I know you're like wrapping up your divorce, but like, bro, I'm still like, this is still my fallen in love story. I was like, universe, has got to be someone out there where we're both a blank slate. We don't talk about exes. I got that. And it was a little like, damn, but we don't share all these other things in common. So I don't know. Was it worth it? Was it not? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Um, but okay, so it's definitely had a negative impact on me. I don't know if you were live when I was talking about this on this sign, but there was, and it was just this weekend. She looked at me and went, "You're holding on to resentments from like 8 years ago around your friends." And like Kelly, was something as simple as like you were sharing, oh my God, this was my grandma's recipe. She always made it this way, that way, that way. This was her tradition. I hope you like it. And you have a strong value around your grandma's recipe and sharing it with them. And it's a big deal to you. But to your friend, it was like, okay, cool, good food. And you took it to heart and you've been carrying around that resentment for 8 years. My specific example happened to be I had a pan for my grandma that the friend just threw food on. I was like, no, no, no. I put parchment paper down. And she was like, you're fucking up the environment. We don't use parchment paper. And she just threw it in the oven. And now my pan has been like black and like dirty. And I'm like, I've been carrying that resentment around that friend for like 8 years. And was like, all right, well, I personally made the choice that like that was 8 years ago. I'm not going to sit here and be like, hey, can we have a rupture and repair conversation about that pantomime you fucked up eight? I was like, all right, here's 10 beautiful things that friend and I have done. I'm gonna let it go. What do you have to say about that though? There's a little bit more. We got to go back to talking about the understanding. So there is a little bit, and there was a little bit like there was one guy I was getting to know, which I was like, fuck, we're fated to be together, destined to be together. And he was like, as we were like having the conversation about getting together, he's like, but you're not 5'10." And I was like, fuck, dude, that just killed it and ruined it for me. At the time, it was like a fudge. I don't want to be with someone who's just throwing all their fears at me. Like it's starting to feel like I'm chasing and like, homeboy, like I satisfy all your fears and you get all kissy lovey dovey with me. Well, I want to talk about my fears too. Um, okay. And then I was like, all right, universe, you just got to give me someone who's like not as jaded. Like this is a lot. Like someone who's ready to fall in love because this is my fall in love story too. Like, well, I got that, but I got it. It's so fucking different and really good things about it. But it's like, damn, maybe I really do value the shared hobbies, the this, and this more than having a beautiful fall in love story. Like, right? I'm gonna get to the end destination, the same end destination in love with the person of my dreams. But there's gonna be this we share more like lifestyle and more like food in common and more like entrepreneurship. This one was more like hobbies and fun and adventure. So I'm gonna get the happy married life no matter what, right? You're gonna get that no matter what too. And I just gotta know, like, I almost kind of wish I let that 510 comment go sooner. But I made it mean something. I was like, "Oh, that means he never took it seriously. That means this was only ever just sex for him. He took advantage." Like, I just blew it the fuck up in my head. When instead just had to be a, "Hey, that really hurt and made me think that this was only ever about sex for you. I need to ask you, is that the case? No? Okay. Well, I need some reassurance right now, right? I need some reassurance right now that you like me. And like you may have had a pipe dream of someone who's like 5'10, but like, hey, you're with me now. I'm fucking 4'10. So what I need from you moving forward is you need it like I want like the man of my dreams, I'm the woman of his dreams too. I need you to start saying everything you like about me. And I need like five compliments right now, sir. Like, all right, yeah, I guess some things resurface from past experiences, even years later, I'm working on. Okay, why is years later coming up right now, Karina, when I know this guy's newer? You haven't even been with him like half a year, right? Has it even been half a year? Okay. Answer that question, then I want to go on to I'm just struggling where I feel we lack the compatibility and daily logistics aren't being met as much. What if there's not potentially someone else better? Um, okay, is this guy, are they a good match for each other? Yes. Yes. Is there someone better out there for her? Dude, it just kind of depends the feeling that you want. I gave you my personal example. Do I want the fun, adventure, we have hobbies in common, or do I want the like similar food and like entrepreneurship lifestyle in common? They're both good, you know what I mean? Um, there's going to be a lot of financial success between you and this guy. Your finances will feel stable, and what he brings to the table, it honestly, even though you're saying logistics are hard, almost exactly a year. Wow. Okay. Then what's your resentment from a year ago that you're bringing up? Let's just squash that shit now and get back to lovemaking. He brings a lot of like sense of adventure, a lot of energy, a lot of like rejuvenation, a lot of hopefulness. Okay, but if you were to move on to someone else, if you were to decide to move on, you're gonna manifest someone where it has a little bit more of like faded connection, a little bit more playfulness. So it won't be like he enlivens you. There's gonna be financial stability and an enlivening of your life. Right. And like an example is, just on a road trip, I was going to sports games and like one of the people we went with, oh my God, he made it so much more fun because he was like, yeah, get it in. Oh, how'd she save that? Like, right. That kind of energy, the liveness, all right, guys, come on. It's our last game this weekend. Let's get some good food. What do you guys want from this place? Like, come on, let's get it. Kelly, you're not getting one thing, you're getting two things. We're living it up, girl. It's our last meal together. Okay. If you do decide to move on, you're gonna move more to like oh, this is so nice, this is so affectionate, this is so sweet. But this person's gonna be more like a, yeah, let's go on a walk at the park and eat a picnic. Okay. So it's gonna feel a little bit more calm, a little bit more stable, but you're gonna have this energy of like, oh my God, doesn't he want to ever do anything that's a little more adventurous? Can't like we're still young. Can't we go on like a 5 mile hike? Can't we go? And he'll be like, oh, but I just want to go on vacation to Rome so that we could eat a picnic in the Colosseum. And you're gonna be like, mother effer, I want to get on a horse and ride around the Colosseum. Right? So, but if you stay with this guy, the con will be you're always gonna feel like you're gonna be growing. And like, why do I have to keep growing to make it work? Okay. So it's just like pros and cons. Do you want it to feel more, oh, we're faded and destined, but fudge, I want more adventure in my life. I have this energy that needs to get out of me. Picnic in the park again? And he's like, babe, they got a new jam out. Don't you want to try the blueberry jam with the Gouda cheese? Come on. I feel like it's kind of him, stable but more laid back. I want more adventure. Right now it's stagnant, not much future planning and feeling alive. Oh, all right, well, what else does he bring to the table then? Oh, yeah, he's a little there's a little bit of depression in his energy right now. Uh, he likes adult time, I can tell you that. He's gonna come back around and reinvigorate. Okay, but it's up to you if you wanna, like, stick it out or not, though. Okay, but what we gotta really talk about is that new understanding, okay? Because 'Cause you're gonna have to go through this new understanding no matter what. And Min, queue up your question, please. The new understanding, so what you're talking about is I'm feeling like an overgiver, and honestly, I can't believe I'm gonna give this advice since I'm a coach. The best advice I could give you is come into a coaching container with me. But second best option is Chat GPT. As someone who is also an overgiver and can slip in and out of codependency, I am now, since I met someone new, and it's so new, it's not even something. I'm like, Chat GPT. I have a history of being a people pleaser and overgiving. And guys have said this, this, and this about me. They're like, oh, the guys definitely thought you were overgiving. And if a guy's thinking you're chasing, that means you're actually leading, believe it or not. I was like, okay, well, I met this guy. Here's what he texted. Here's what I text back. ChatGPT will effing slap the codependency out of you. Whoa, 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 whoa. Kelly, you've met this guy once and went on one breakfast date. And he's asking for affection from like my race was really tough and hard. No, no, no. You get to say, bet your body feels bad. You did a 5 mile run. That's it. If you're going, oh, I'll massage you, you're stepping into over caretaking. You're stepping into over giving. And then what happened is, so it's just, and I was like, okay, now he said this. And ChatGPT was like, no, 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 you are not saying that because that's still you giving a little more than him. If you do more than one emoji, you're giving more enthusiasm, and we're trying to keep you from being that over. So ChatGPT will bitch slap the codependency out of you. Um, and so that, and I got to admit, like with this guy, I don't know, we've hung out 3 or 4 times now. God, I don't want to talk about my personal life so much because I don't know who watches my lives anymore. He's cool. He's a really cool guy. Cool guy. I would love to, if you're watching, I'd love to keep getting to know you. um, but with him, it feels more balanced than it's ever felt in my whole life. It's not moving as fast as I would like it to move. It's not moving as quick as I'd like to move. And now I just found out something that it's like, oh man, I don't think we're going to be able to hang out this weekend. I was like, and next week I have this coming up. I'm like, damn, so it's not, but it feels more balanced, Karina. Um, it's like that's the new understanding you have to give, when to pull back. And like one thing that's really helped me too, because I was also having a hard time getting over an ex. And it was like a Kelly, bottom line is this man is not in your life right now. Are you someone who keeps an energetic space open for someone who's not in your life right now or not? So for you, that would look like right now, this person can't give me everything that I want. I'm feeling like I want a little bit more sense of adventure. And instead of you trying to, well, when are you free? When could this happen? I don't know, babe. I'm busy. Um, or babe, I don't know. Can't I just come over and we Netflix and chill? Right? That's kind of what he's bringing right now. He will have a reinvigoration for a restart, though. Obviously don't know when, but he will eventually get out of this phase. Um, so you can choose to leave and move on to hopefully greener pastures, or you can, okay, well, I want to be doing this with him because if I were to be doing this with him, and Karina, I explained this in my law of attraction course. Did you get that free law of attraction course emailed to you? Because I actually just went through my email system and realized I had it set up wrong. So it may not have gotten emailed to you. If it didn't, let me know and I'll figure that out, okay? But I do have my email system set up correctly now. For anyone who new signs up, kellylunt.com/free LOA course. Um, okay. It's a Right now, I'm focused on loving this connection with this person. all right, they're a little sad, depressed right now. I'd love to be doing this and this with them because I was doing this and this with them. I would feel this way. I would feel really connected to them. I would feel really understood. I would just have something fun to look forward to every week. Why can't he just commit to the pickleball class with me every week? All right, universe, here's what I enjoy about this relationship with him. I do need clarity if I should stay or leave. But I know if I leave, I don't want to leave in like a tizzy or in a I'm fed up with this. I want to leave out of alignment of this is what I have absolute clarity I know I want in a relationship and I'm going towards that. Until that happens, no matter what, I need more friendship and companionship in my life. So give me someone who wants to do that pickleball class with me every Thursday. I was going to say I don't think so because I checked. Damn, I had it set up wrong. All right, I'll send an email out. I just condensed all my email lists. Apparently, I had 3 email lists set up. I got it condensed to 1 and I got it working. And I saw that your name was on there before I like switched it over. So I'll just be looking out for an email soon. I'll get it done before next Tuesday, before the show. That way on Tuesday we can like talk to each other and see if you got it or not. Um, okay, so the new understanding is like when to give energy, when not to give energy. Codependent, masculine, feminine energy. He's not leading as much as I would like right now. Okay, well, I still want these things, and I don't like this lean in energy that I have, this chase energy that I've got. I'm going to lean back and I'll be sad and disappointed that this isn't happening. Maybe this is a time where I need to sit back and let someone go through their life because this is a life partner thing, which means good times and bad times. Universe, you're going to help me get clear on that. No matter what, I need something fun to look forward to every week. I need a little excitement in this or that. If I have more energy than him, at least let me go start having my fun. Does that make sense? And honestly, dude, catch mother effing chat GPT up on your relationship. But I feel this way. I feel that way. But he should be giving more. And then it's like, okay, well, here's my last 3 interactions with him. Should I? And I've like even started like, here's what he texted me. Here's what I want to text back. And they're like, nope, now you're over caretaking. Oh, nope, now you're over giving. Nope, now you're leading. And that's what happened with your last like ex. You overgave and exhausted yourself. I was like, oh, fuck. So like, I don't know, man. I would say chat GPT, like, this is where we're at. I redirected for the last 2 weeks. I've just been enjoying our usual 2 to 3 nights a week. And I've been going to this yoga class. Here's how I'm feeling. And it will either encourage you or it will go, good job. And it'll be, you know what, I'm feeling better. I'm fine for that. I'm fine to write this out for a month. At a month, I'll have the conversation of like, hey, I know you're going through something right now, but like, I need to connect with you. I need more connection. When we first met, do you remember we were once a week going to the park and just, we didn't bring our phones. We didn't bring anything. It was just you and me connect. Like, I need that again. But there's got to be a little bit of a, I don't know. That's the best way I can think to describe to you. Makes sense, CZ? CZ bunny. All right, man, I see your question. God, I'm wondering that third person. Is that, I always wonder, like, are the people who are quiet, are they like exes lurking? Or are they like new guys lurking? If you're the new guy, call me. Let's hang out. Although you're busy this weekend and during the week. So what's that Call Me Maybe song? Then Call Me Maybe. Makes sense. Yeah, so, and it's not so much that like, but I'm over giving. Why do I have, oh, it's Concha? Okay. Whew, that makes me feel better. Oh, I have learned the lesson the hard way to not talk about current dating situations, but it seems so relevant. I had to help you out, Karina. It's not, I'm going through this growth to make it work with him. It's, I'm going through this growth so that I stop exhausting myself in relationships. Because you're going to have to learn that no matter what, and whether you stay with this person or move on. And I'm just going to repeat for you, no matter what, if you stay with this guy, he brings a little bit more fun, invigoration, and energy. If you go to someone new, it's going to be more like, oh, let's just go have a picnic at the park. Which both looked good, though. They both looked good. All right, so yeah, and I'll do my show next Tuesday too. I was just way too tired after that road trip. I'm curious on why I keep coming back to the move to Washington. Why should I keep coming back to the move to Washington? Well, Min, you're sad. because you're sad, and instead of you're sad. That's why. And for you staying here, you feel like it's going to be nitpicking and bickering. You're making mountains out of molehills to make it work. I'm just trying to extract more milk out of a cow, and you're ready to like start the new chapter. You're ready to embrace the unknown and go somewhere, like start a whole new chapter in life. Okay? So that's why you keep coming back to it. Instead of, well, I feel really sad right now. I feel really sad, like whatever reason it might be, okay? I feel sad that, this is common for people in our age group. uh, when friends move away, oftentimes we don't replace them. But then, like, fuck, 3 out of 7 move away, and you're like, damn, where'd my friends go? So that'd be, I'm really sad that I didn't invest more time the last year or two into more friendships. Because what you don't want is you're like, God, but I feel like I want to go to this friend and be like, you should hang out with me more. Why don't you hang out more? You're always hanging out with your husband. And anytime I hang with you, it's like you and your, like, you don't want to like bicker and fight to get your needs met. So that's why you're like, I think I just got to go into the unknown, be like a little frozen and go to the unknown. Um, but it just kind of like, if you want to stay where you're at, it's like, just process whatever the sadness is. I feel sad I didn't get more involved in the community. I feel sad I didn't start looking for friends sooner. I feel sad that I don't feel more comfortable going out and making friends. Like whatever issue it might be, okay? Um, I'm curious on why I keep coming back to move to Washington because you want a fresh start. You want to go to the new. You think it's going to be easier to explore a town. It's going to be easier to like have a reason to go out and about. I'm out because I just moved here. Of course I want to make new friends. Of course checking out the hobby groups. I just moved here. What's your favorite spot? Yes, let's go. You think okay. Keep coming back to the move to Washington questions and what it might have in store that I'm being drawn to. Okay, so what will Washington have in store for her? Oh, okay. You definitely feel that Washington. I'm so curious if you're going to do it, man. Washington, too, when you feel into the energy of Washington versus where you live right now, you feel the passion. It's like people there are just more passionate, more alive, more expansive. Like, I want to say even more politically involved. There's just more passion and energy in the people who live there. So you're going to feel more open minded, more creative. Like, oh, the analogy they're telling me right now? Min, it's like the energy of UC Berkeley versus where you live now. Washington has a little bit more of the energy of like UC Berkeley, expansive, new. People are like curious. People are like, let's go out, let's like fight for a better world. They're saying does the analogy help of like UC Berkeley compared to where you live now? Okay, I'm gonna cut and copy your question so that I can you feel the sadness. Yeah, dude. And just so everyone feels that sadness, especially 35 and up. We all have the this is what life is. Well, what the fuck? I wish I moved when I was younger. I wish I did this when I was young. We all hit that, dude. Um, Washington feels more like Berkeley. Yes. Well, not exactly like Berkeley, but it has more aliveness, more passion there. And it's more about the contrast and energy between UC Berkeley and where you live now. Where you live now, it's not as passionate. It's not as, all these hobbies, all these clubs, like there's not as much action where you're at right now. So that's what like you're feeling that aliveness you felt in Berkeley, all like unlimited possibilities of how to spend your time, who to spend it with. You could hang out with friends. You could join new hobby clubs. Like you feel that Washington has more of that energy. Okay, you are gonna feel more not creative. I would say expansive, and I would say more willing to have more ideas in your head. Like you're gonna be thinking about the world in a bigger way there. And you do think there's gonna like this is funny because I also know what's going on with your job. What the cards are saying though, you feel the prosperity that's possible for you there. And so there's like you feel that there's a potential to grow and expand your money and wealth there. I went to DC recently and I realized that I appreciate the cleaner air where I currently live now. Oh, interesting. So it makes me feel like I might gain more better and healthy environment. Oh, you went to OC, Orange County recently, and I realized that I appreciate the cleaner air where I currently live now. So that's you saying, actually, that's a perk for where I live right now. And you're saying, Concha's back. So that makes me feel like I might gain a better and healthier environment if you move, or what? I don't get what you're saying. Your two sentences contradict each other there. What's up, Concha? I'm on to people super chatted, so I'm doing super chat questions right now. All the signs are done though. Did you see Taurus live? If not, it was minute 10:40. Yeah, I can do you after min if you want. It is I am doing paid super chats right now, Concha, not the free ones. I'm not making up for the Tuesday show right now. Yes, that Washington is greener and healthier. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, so would that be the prosperity thing? Okay, if she lives in Washington, if she stays where she's at. Damn, dude, they both have pros and cons. Pro going to Washington. You're gonna like do the whole burning down a younger version of yourself and stepping into new you. You're gonna feel adventurous, you're gonna feel bold. There is gonna be like romance and excitement and passion in your life. I think it's gonna hit you hard though, right? You're gonna burn down the old you and more easily super chat. All right, I don't care, Concha, whatever you want. You got my Venmo. Um, you're gonna burn down an old you and step into a new you. You're gonna have more romance there. The con is this is a depression card. Man, as fun as and exciting this is, like, fuck, it sucks starting over. Oh, I didn't know this is what it would be like to feel moving somewhere new and like I need help moving this thing and I don't have a friend or a neighbor I could call. Oh, I need to go travel here and visit my dad, but I don't have someone who could like dog sit my dog yet. Okay. Pros and cons of staying where you're at. The pros are you're going to learn how to, well, see, no matter what, you're letting go of an old version of yourself. You're going to learn how to change when you're around current people, which that's just getting used to having people see you and view you differently, you know? It is going to feel, and so instead of romance, fun, adventure, love, being pursued and being taken out on dates, it is going to feel a bit more, oh, I know that guy. Oh, I've lived here for 7 years now. I guess it's my turn to go on a couple dates with him and get to know him. So, like, boring, but like not boring, you know? Do you want to be taken out on a bunch of dates with a bunch of different guy, that feeling of being pursued? Or the, oh, yeah, I kind of know him. I get, yeah, I'll get to know him deeper. Um, you will get your happy home contented life though if you stay where you're at. So man, I'll make a bold prediction. I normally don't do that. If you decide to go out there, I think you're going to go out there for like a year or two, three at max, really, really like it, really, really expand. You're going to have a lot of fun. You're going to grow a lot. And then you're going to hit okay, I actually want to go back to where I know things. I want to go back to where I know more people, and like a lot of my friend base has moved here. And I realized, like, damn, I have a lot of good friends here, but half of them have moved. The other half are like starting families and just not as available as they are. Like, well, should I move somewhere else? I was like, but you know what? It's really nice. Like when I go on my walks, no matter which way I walk out of my house, there's normally someone that I'm like, oh yeah, I've been chatting with them off and on for like years, you know? Um, okay. What else does she need to know about any of this? Why you're drawn to it. So I think you're gonna go, but I think you'll move back. And I think whatever you buy out there, you're going to treat it as an investment property. That's all. I'll bet that's what's gonna happen. Um, okay. I want to know if I'm going to be taking a step back in my early retirement plan. Is there romance staying where I am? So romance in terms of being pursued by multiple people and being taken out on dates, no. But the happy home contented life where you just got your one little honey bunny you come home to, yes. So it's almost like if you go out there, you'll have a pop in dating life. But I don't see long-term commitment there. I see a not a hop and poppin' dating life where you are right now, but I do see that you will find your person. So that means like you guys will go out on like 3, 4, 5 dates and they'll be like, okay, yeah, I like you too. You know what? I prefer eating at home. Yeah, me too. And you'll just go straight to the happy home contented life instead of like a long drawn out 2, 3, 4, 5 month, 6 month courtship, you know? Um, okay. I wonder if I'm gonna be taking a step back in my early retirement plan if I move there. Oh. The fuck? Hold on, I want 3 more cards. Give me it's the same message. That's what she needs to hear. I want that repeated because that is a weird way to say that. Yes. Will it be a big step back, a huge drop back? No. The answer is yes, but it's not like you're pushing it back 20 years or even 10 years. What it will be though, you're going to spend more money than you thought you would have. You're going to take that pay cut. So it's gonna, like, throw you off for the next, like, 2, 3 years of your life, but it is gonna make you then hyper focus on, like, "I knew taking this move would spend some of my money. Now, universe, I'm settled here or I'm moving back, either way. We're now focused on getting me back to early retirement." So it's more like you're choosing to actively delay it by a short, like, 2, 3, 4 years. It's not like a huge setback. It's not like a 10, 20-year setback. Um, okay, so tell me about give us more details about love life in Washington. Love life. It, damn, dude, twice in a row. Um, you will hit emotional contentment and satisfaction there. I don't think you're going to find a forever person there though. I think it's more you're going to fall in love with the city. You're going to fall in love with the expansion of it. You're going to be really proud of yourself for making a daring, bold, adventurous. A little bit of this min feels like rebelling energy from your family. You know, like I did everything right. I did the schooling that they wanted. I took the steady career path. I bought the house like they wanted. I'm now financially set. I want to rebel against that and just go have a great grand adventure. Men, we're like polar opposites right now. I did all the great grand adventures, but I don't have financial stability. It's fun, it's glamorous, but I'm now at a phase where I'm like, "You know what? I don't want to move, I don't want any more adventure, I'm now building financial security for myself." So you and I are literally just flippity flopped. Um, okay, so here's the cards I pulled. Will she have love there? Does that look like a good card? No, that's the financial insecurity card. That's the self-sacrifice card. This is the emotional contentment card, but not in a relationship contentment card. Just I found peace and love in life. And what I'm hearing from them right now is, do you remember when you had a conversation with Kelly? It was like a year or two ago, and Kelly was like, "Damn, you've just hit peace." And you're like, "Yeah, I have. I'm really at peace and content." You'll go through some crazy wild growth out there, but then you'll hit that peace. Okay. When I asked, are you going to have a love life where you're at? Look at you got the Phoenix, the being completely reborn card. You got the Two of Cups, which is the like, look at that, two little cutie pies on a boat. And you got the Ace of Embers, which is a passionate new start. Um, Concha, did you do your super chat money or Venmo money? And if so, what's your question? But Min, we're going to go a little bit longer. If someone in mind where I am right now, is he the one for the home contented life staying where I'm at? Ooh, getting spicy. And everyone who's coming new, I've already done the all signs. I'll come back in later and add the timestamps. Right now, I'm doing $20 super chats. If you haven't had my Venmo, you could Venmo me as well too. Yeah, Min. Yeah. Will she have another option? Yeah, men, you have options there. You just have like the Capricorn read is what they're saying. Um, you're always gonna attract another partner, followed by like a 3, 6 month lag, another partner. You gotta let love in. But yeah, the guy you were talking about, someone in mind where I am right now. Is he the one for the happy home contented life staying where I am? Yeah, he's more entertaining than you think he is. I think you're a little turned off by his like masculinity of like, no, he's not emotionally aware. But all I can say is that that will be a relationship where he's the steady, stable rock and you're the emotionally expressive one. And you're just kind of like not used to that. You're used to them being like lively, the expressive one, the flower, and you're the tree trunk. No, let's be practical. Let's make our plan. Let's make our date. With him, will be flip flop. Like he's gonna be a steady rock, and like you're gonna step out of your comfort zone to be like, well, I would love to go to this. Well, I'd love to do that. You'll be the one bringing like the spice and the flavor to it. I just printed flat. Oh, that's concha. Min, I'm a little turned off by the finance and kid situation he's in right now. Oh, that's what you're turned off by? All I can tell you, so this is the you're turned off by something about him. Oh, I jumped to the conclusion that it was like his masculine energy, but it looks like he's not able to give you all the fun, loving energy because he's got kids in the way. Damn little kids. Um, he's gonna be very entertaining and way more fun than you think he's gonna be, and you're gonna be able to open up. So I guess for you, if he has kids, it'll be like he's probably in the parenting role, like, I gotta get them to school, I gotta make their food. If you come in and go, oh, look, I found this cool little science thing we could take them to this weekend, you're gonna be able to be the flower, planning the fun stuff. Um, what do you have to say about the kids? If you could embrace it, man, you'd have a really good relationship with the kid. A really good relationship. It wouldn't be wasted energy at all. You will find so much meaning and so much depth in that relationship. Oh, and you will want to protect that kid to that, well, not quite as if it was your own, but you would find a lot of meaning if you can embrace the kid and recognize that it's not a detractant, it's not a deterrent from yours and his relationship, but it's like a 2 for 1 deal. Oh yeah, that kid, you will grow a lot with that kid. All right, what else do you want to know, Min, before I go on to Concha? 2 for 1 deal. For mine, I did a while, like, as long as baby mama's, like, out of the picture, I could do it. Do you even want kids, man? If you don't want kids, like, who else are you gonna leave your house to, you know? If you want kids, that I can understand. I definitely know I would prefer a kid-free person myself. But if I didn't want kids, oh my god, I'd be so open to a man with kids. And it's not even a hard rule to me ruling guys out with kids either. I have that. My mama loudly objected. Damn, you called it. Called what? What did I call? What? What? I talked fast and a lot, man. What did I call? What did I do? All right, what else does Min need to hear? But her objecting was the reason why I even noticed him in that way. Oh, interesting. That's funny. What else does she need to help her make her decision? I mean, either way, you're gonna come to a new understanding of life. And it is about like the simplicity and intimacy of life. I'm definitely like I've been here for like 10 or 12 years here in Chattanooga, and it is hitting the thrill and the adventure of living in a new city is definitely wearing off. But now there's you know what? Like they've done Burger Week every year since I've lived here in Chattanooga. It's now like I have like 3 people. It's like, hey, we're gonna go do Burger Week this year, right? Yeah, duh, Kelly. I'm gonna bring my 2 kids. I'm like, okay, fine. I guess I'll help you lug a little toddler around to 4 restaurants. Eh. but it'll also be more fun at the same time. Like it's just a lot of work. Like there's an intimacy. It's simple. We all already know what we're gonna do. It's not, ooh, burger week. What's that? It's we know we're gonna pick 4 restaurants. We know we're gonna eat a quarter of a split the burger into quarters, split it, and that's just how we're gonna spend half a day going around to burger places. But there's also like I got a cool routine and a cool tradition growing in this city. I heard something about if mama isn't part of the picture, I'd go for it. Oh, got it. Okay. I don't think you said it, but that's what I heard. I did say that. I was saying if the mama wasn't heavy in the picture, I could do it. Oh my god, that sounds epic. Burger. Yeah, it's a fucking epic day, man. We have a vegetarian going with us this year, so we like teased her and said, "What are you going fry hopping?" So yeah, it's really about, are you ready to have that simplicity and intimacy in life? Gain a new understanding, or do you want to stay in confused land? Hey, both lives are good though, man. But did you hear what you needed to hear? See what you needed to feel, man? Do you feel complete? Do you feel satiated? I don't think this issue's fully resolved for you. I think you're still gonna him and haw. And there's nothing wrong with interviewing, you know? The interviewing might make you, you know what? I do want the adventure, and I actually don't care about starting a family. I want the feeling of being taken on multiple dates with multiple guys at once. And I'll do the settle with a guy later in life. Or it might be the, you know what? The end result isn't going to be that settled, intimate life, so I'll just go for it. Like, you can pick either way. If I should buy a vacation place in Washington or Oregon. I fucking love it. A little baller. Should she buy a vacation place? Is it, should I buy one or I'm going to buy one? Which place has the better energy? Which one is it, Min? All right. She's going to buy a vacation home. Washington, Oregon. Damn, dude. They're so, you know, hold on. Let me look at the book. Let me look at the book. The first one was Washington. The second was Oregon, right? Okay, so Oregon. So if you buy the house in Oregon, that's you taking, remember we were talking earlier, the rebellious in you that wants to come out, like, no, I want to do something impulsive. I want to do an adventure. If you buy the place in Oregon, that's definitely going to be you having your bit of restoring balance to yourself. Like the, I've done the tried and true security thing that they all wanted to do. I'm not ready to go do something that's on me just for my own that might be a little impulsive, but I want to do it because I'm smart. I got good discernment. I'm going to do it. Um, it will feel more like a vacation home for you. So the one in Oregon, which will be a better match for me? It depends what you want. Oregon will feel more like a, I bought a vacation home for me. Okay. Washington feels like the more secure, safe, steady bet. And dude, I want to say this. It almost feels like it's a little bit appeasing your family. No, look, I made a good financial decision. It's grown this much in the last couple of years. It's done this, it's done that. It's a good decision. Whereas the other one is more, you know what, I do want to make a good financial decision, but to be honest, since it's a vacation home, I just want to vacation there more. So it just depends. Do you want the I just want a vacation home, not caring how much it grows in investment? Or do you want the this is a good sound decision, it's a fun city, I like going there and visiting. I'm able to have fun and save towards retirement. Dude, they'll both get you there. All I can do Oregon will be more fun and enjoyable for you. Washington's gonna feel more stoic, more this is a good decision, this is why I'm doing it, you know? Like Min right now, I could go buy a 3, 4 bedroom house, right? That's the equivalent of Washington. It's a good thing I could start renting it out and make roommate money right now. Truth be told, though, that's not me. I don't want the responsibility. I don't want to do it. I want a condo. That's truly me, right? So, like, no matter what, am I going to get my retirement saved up? Yes. It just means if I get the condo, it's going to come from a different way than rental income. So, you're going to get it either way, but you're going to have way more fun with the Oregon place. Oh, are they that good there? Um, all right, man. Are you good? Are you satiated? What else would you want to know? And I will be doing the show next Tuesday too. Concha. Sounds epic burger day. You're good. Okay. What are you gonna? I'm just curious what you do, man. I am kind of hearing though. Go ahead and explore the job interview and keep exploring it because it's giving you something fun to do and getting you into that what if mindset, which no matter what's opening you up to expansiveness and creativeness. But there's nothing wrong with focusing on Oregon for a couple days and then go like, all right, if I stay here though, universe, what are the fun things I could be doing? What are the new things I could be doing? Um, so kind of like it'll no matter what, it'll just get you into an energy of looking at a city with like new eyes. Okay, my question is there anything I can become aware of to make my life better right now? Interesting. Is there anything that she can become aware of right now to make her life better right now? Oh yeah. Admit that you want admit that you want true soulmate love, not just really good companionship. And it's like make peace with the fact that all your previous relationships weren't quite what you like. You got to make a little peace with your love life. It hasn't turned out the way I thought it would have. I didn't, you know, it's more like the type of guy you're going to go for next is going to be completely different. You're going to go more for like a feeling and more for like a soulmate and love feeling versus like a, I don't want to say provider. It's not about that. I don't know how to word it though. It's admitting that you want love that feels like a soulmate, dude. That feels, can you see it? That feels like you see the guy and the girl hugging. Like we're just meant for each other. Yes, we do sometimes bicker and fight, but oh my God, he's still the one for me. Like you're going, and once you just make peace with the fact that, like, I do want that, I now want to manifest love based on a feeling. We're included, we're involved in each other's lives. We are a mini micro community, him and me. We're such a good grounding base for each other. I feel so safe and so connected. I want to read the card on this one. Oh, So there's a little bit of a what made me how do I word this to you? Yeah, like a little bit of a and this would be more like a journaling. The other two are like epiphanies awareness. Um, this one is more like a probably take some time, journal, take it a little bit more seriously. But like what drew me to the last one or two relationships I was in? What made me like them, want to do it? What did I think this person meeting these checklists? What feeling did I think that, oh, that's not correct. What did I think I would get out of it? And that's going to help you gain a lot of clarity for the feeling state that you want in your next person. Right? Because some people might be like, oh, I just wanted a guy with a lot of money. And then like 5 years later, they're like, fuck, he's so boring. It's like, oh, I wanted to go with a lot of money because I thought we would be going out and doing things. Oh, I don't need a guy with a lot of money. I just need a guy with decent amount of money. And but he's got to have the like the energy and the adventure and the desire to like get out of the house more. I want a feeling of adventure and exploring the city. So that's what it's like. Why did you enter it? What did you think you were going to get out of it? I thought I was going to get this, that, and that, and then turn that into and what would those things what are the feeling states that those would provide, and they're saying if you whenever the feeling state translating it to that, like we'll be able to help more with that, whether it's on the live, however it is we connect next. um yes, I feel the ad- advicey of the relationship. It feels so safe and cozy. um oh, the it feels safe and cozy and comfortable, like I could just relax at home and be me. um yeah. Does that make sense, Concha? What else could she do to make her life better right now? What else could you do to make your life better right now? It Nothing from your past is holding you back. It's really about your ability to focus in on the good feeling that you want, and not necessarily I want to knock it out of the park. What's the feeling that when I close my first house, this is how it's going to feel. So a little bit more like focus on the bigger. I want to knock it out of the park. I want people to be like, wow, how did she do that? I want to be the best realtor, sell a lot, but also like the don't forget to focus on the feeling of this is what closing my first house will feel like. Um, that's what's gonna keep you from, like, burnout, and it's kinda like the small goals along the way to the big goal. That will really help you so that you don't burn out. "Well, I'm putting all these flyers up, but when's my house being sold?" Well, you have your focus on, "I wanna knock it out of the park," and, like, right? And then, like, if it takes you 4 months to build a following, but then you get 6 houses listed and sold within 2 months, that's what's gonna knock it out of the park for your coworkers. There's nothing wrong with, "Well, that's happening. Alright, universe, give me the feeling of that first house closing." That's what will keep you going from, like, burnout. That does make sense. I am realizing and the feeling of closing on a house and making some money. Yeah, you got the money card in there too. Like, yes, the big prize is the big prize, but there's nothing wrong with making a little bit of money along for the way. And I did have a client call where they wanted a certain amount of salary. And it was like, right now, the bottom line is you have to go back to work right now. That number is out of alignment for you. What about this number? You know? And they're like, damn, that actually is a huge step up from my last one, but feels in much more alignment. It's like, okay, so feel the disappointment that you're not in alignment for the big O one yet. But hell, you're still gonna make 20K more at this new salary. Go get that one. That one's in alignment. And then know that at some point in your life, because you're still young, you are gonna manifest that other bigger one. That's just not the next step for you. It's 2 or 3 steps for you from now. So yeah, you want to be that broker. You want to be that, like, just enjoy like a fuck yeah, I just made I don't know what, 10, 20K off this one house sale. Woohoo. Yeah, because you're really gonna want that feeling of money coming in to keep you invigorated and passionate and keep going. All right, is there anything else for content before we wrap this up? Taking this new start is always gonna feel a little disappointing, Concha. There's always gonna be a little, I'm sad, I'm disappointed it didn't work out. But you will be happy when you take it. You'll get out of your head so much. Should I just be happy? Is this what life is really all about? You'll get out of your head with that second guessing and doubting. Yeah. It's always going to feel a little disappointing, a little sad, but it will be worth it and good for you. All right, guys, I'm going to go and clock off because it's 9:30 here. I normally go to bed around 10. So lots of love to you guys. I hope you have a good night. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Good night, guys.